Another issue which featured prominently in the House of Assembly during the debate of the Cruising Permit Amendment Act was that of guaranteeing jobs for locals. Several lawmakers voiced their support for legislation to be brought to the House to ensure that protection of jobs for belongers is enshrined in law. One of them, opposition leader Andrew Foy, says the marine industry is the BVI's next gold mine, but employment for belongers must be protected at all costs, as too often he receives calls from persons including some who have degrees who are unable to get jobs.
There's something about every country where you have to put your citizens first. It is the only way that your economy gonna survive. But Madam Speaker, we seem to have come to the point in this House where we are afraid to put legislation in place to protect our people. This industry, the cruising permit here is not the problem. Most of our people, as far as I know, Madam Speaker, work hard to get their boats, but there are those who just think that once you have a boat, you're a crook, criminal, and a thief and running drugs. I don't want to hear the Nancy story that our people don't want to work. I don't want to hear it. Whether it is marine or otherwise, I don't want to hear it. Looking at the couple fellows who might be on the corner not doing anything and saying and generalizing us, I don't want to hear it.
Mr. Foy was supported by 9th District Representative Dr. Hubert O'Neill in suggesting that the recently passed environmental levy of $10 be repealed and included in the cruising permit fee, as it would be a more efficient revenue-generating scheme.
Bringing it in now with the other taxes what on will cause some contention. But I feel, Madam Speaker, that we can increase this amount and repeal that environmental one that was going to be put on them when they're coming in. Because, Madam Speaker, I see you'll have more effect and we will get more revenue through this angle. We have to ask ourselves if we're not taxing ourselves out of the industry.
I kind of tend to agree too with the leader of opposition in that maybe we can combine these several fees, because you know when you're traveling and you're being nitpicked for every little thing here and there, I think it's if it's all combined into one fee, it may be to our advantage. We would actually collect more.
In backing Mr. Foy's proposal for protection of jobs for locals, Junior Trade Minister Marlon Penn points out that operations such as Airbnb and Amazon are a threat to the viability of businesses in the British Virgin Islands, and the new Consumer Protection Act and review of the trade and investment regulations are part of efforts to earmark specific jobs for Virgin Islanders, especially if they're qualified to do so.
We are in the process from a trade point of view, where by July there's going to be a draft consumer protection legislation that will be going to Cabinet. There's a revised Trade Act that's coming forward, and an investment policy, which will subsequently lead to a new investment legislative framework, and protected from some of the same activities that we're seeing on Airbnb. That was part of our investment discussion, or trade discussion. The issue of Amazon and its impact on the local storefront. How do we help to protect the local businesses from the rise in online shopping?